Hello everyone, welcome to the webinar. My name is Azmy Zainur Rahma. I'm going to be a moderator for today's event. First, please welcome our presenter today, Rizky Camelia Dewi. She is currently studying English Language and Literature in State University of Malang. She's going to present a paper talk about gender equality viewed by normative aspects and sociological aspects. Thank you for being here with us, Rizky. You can start the seminar.
Thank you very much, Asa. You all must have heard the term of gender equality. Gender equality is equality between women and men. It refers to the equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities of women and men, boys and girls. Equality does not mean that women and men will become the same, but that women's and men's equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities will not depend on whether they are born male or female. And these are gender equality viewed by normative aspects and sociological aspects. Gender equality viewed by normative aspects. Normative aspects is a standard which is used to evaluate or judge about someone's behavior based on finding law in that certain place. Law itself is created to protect individual rights and liberties and help resolve disputes between individuals. We all know that sexual assault is a major problem, not to just our country, but all around the world. These issues have not been taken seriously as there are limited laws or consequences taken place for the convict or the victim. Unfortunately, there are some laws that do not support gender equality. We can take a look at these recent cases in Indonesia that blown up a couple of weeks ago. RUU PKS or Bill PKS was rejected by the government, made a big headlines on the news. Bill PKS is a draft law that focuses on sexual violence. It talks about rights of treatment, protection, and recovery of the victims that must be fulfilled. It really matters to execute this law since the number of sexual assault cases is really high. This law is not just important for women, although in fact, women are more likely to be assaulted physically and verbally by 82% higher than men. But does that mean men won't be assaulted too? I bet you're familiar with the recent case about a person who has a fetish that targets men in their primary age. The convict is not punished for his sexual assault towards the victim. He is only punished for violating legislation ITE and unpleasant act. The reason is that legislation of Indonesian Criminal Code does not recognize or approve that men could be a victim even though they are the same with women. They are a human being who can feel traumatized. Not only law by the government, law or regulation in workplace also still discriminates women. We often find a large gap of wage between men and women even though they have the same tasks and responsibilities. Women are also not seen to hold high-paying professions, not to mention that there are only 15% women hold top positions. Now, let's take a look at gender equality viewed by sociological aspects. Sociological aspect refers to assumptions and beliefs based on the tradition and culture adopted by the society. Now, can we say that society supports the gender equality? Well, there are a lot of examples that indicate the otherwise. Society still believes such of gender stereotypes. Women and men are expected by societies to play a certain roles and behave in a certain way. These are some of the examples of gender stereotype. This pattern starts as early as childhood. Parents have always set rules that a certain colors have a certain adjective. For example, pink is for girls because the color pink is considered feminine, and if a boy likes the color pink, they are considered sassy or not tough enough. Another example is, you must have heard the saying, girls do the chores and boys help with the other activities. Girls have been told to wash the dishes, sweep the floor, while boys tend to do work that are heavier for girls. Those kind of rules are embedded until they grow into an adult. This is why people think that men who show vulnerability, act nicer, display empathy, or express sadness are considered not masculine. To all the boys, you must have been told not to cry because it's what girls would do. This is also known as toxic masculinity. There are a lot of ways to reduce gender inequality. For example, you can reduce socialization by parents and other adults of girls and boys into traditional gender roles. You can reduce it by not forcing your future children to like something that's associated with their gender. Let them express their feelings and liking without having to be judged for it. You can also normalize sharing housework regardless of their gender. Another thing you can do is you can confront gender stereotyping by the popular and news media. By not continuing the same repetition of judging other people, speak out about issues on Instagram or Twitter or any platform. And the last thing is increase public consciousness of the reason for, extent of, and consequences of rape and sexual assault, sexual harassment, and pornography. Back to you, Asad.
Thank you so much, Rizky. Alright, so this is the end of the event. I would like to thank those who have watched this webinar, and I hope this will be useful for all of you. If you have any question, please write down in the comment section below. We will answer that in the next episode. Thank you and have a nice day.